Tomorrow morning, your alarm goes off. You know exactly what you wanted to do. Wake up early, get ahead, work out, read, study. Finally, have a few quiet hours before the rest of the world starts demanding your attention. Then your alarm rings, and somehow the person who made all those plans last night has completely disappeared. You hit snooze. 5 minutes becomes 20. 20 becomes an hour. And suddenly you're rushing through another morning wondering why waking up early feels so ridiculously hard. And here's the first thing you need to understand. Waking up early is not just a battle against laziness. You're fighting biology. Your body has an internal clock called your circadian rhythm. Think of it like a 24-hour timer inside your brain. It helps decide when you feel awake and when you feel sleepy. Light, darkness, your sleep schedule, and even some of your daily habits help adjust that clock. So if your body is accustomed to sleeping from midnight until 8 a.m., setting an alarm for 5 a.m. doesn't magically turn you into a morning person. Your alarm changed. Your body clock didn't. And that's why the first rule of waking up early is surprisingly simple. Stop trying to win the morning with willpower. Start training your body to expect the morning. And that begins the night before. If you want to wake up at 6 a.m. but need around 8 hours of sleep, you can't continuously go to bed at midnight and expect motivation to solve the problem. You aren't creating more productive time. You're borrowing it from your sleep. And eventually, you have to pay it back. For adults, sleep experts generally recommend at least 7 hours of sleep each night. Teenagers usually need even more. And this matters because the entire point of waking up early is to become more productive. But if you gain 2 extra hours in the morning while making your brain exhausted for the rest of the day, you didn't gain anything. So instead of asking, what time do I wake up? Start with, what time do I need to be asleep? If you need to wake up at 6, work backwards. Your morning routine actually begins with your bedtime. But there's another mistake people make. They try to change everything overnight. You normally wake up at 9, tomorrow, 5 a.m. New life, new you, alarm set, workout clothes ready, coffee machine prepared, and at 5:01 a.m., you are negotiating with your alarm clock like it's holding you hostage. A better approach is to shift your schedule progressively. Move earlier. Give your body time to adjust. Then keep the new wake up time as consistent as your life realistically allows. Because your brain loves patterns. If Monday you wake up at 6, Tuesday at 6, Wednesday at 6, and then Saturday you sleep until 11, you're giving your internal clock conflicting instructions. Consistency teaches your body. And now we get to one of the most powerful tools you have: light. Your brain uses light as one of its strongest signals for determining what time it is. Darkness says, we're approaching sleep. Morning light says, the day has started. So when you wake up, don't spend your first 30 minutes hiding in a dark bedroom bargaining with reality. Open the curtains, turn on the lights, and when possible, get outside into morning light. You're giving your brain information. We're awake now. And the opposite matters at night. Imagine trying to tell your brain it's bedtime while you're lying in bed with a bright phone 6 inches from your face, watching videos designed to keep you interested for as long as humanly possible. Your body is trying to shut down the day. Your environment is screaming, more content. So make nighttime boring, not miserable, just calmer. Lower the lights. Slow things down. Give yourself some distance from the endless scroll. Prepare tomorrow's clothes. Set out what you need. Make the next morning easier before a tired morning you gets a vote. Because here's something important about habits. The easier a behavior is to start, the less motivation you need. If your alarm is beside your pillow, snoozing requires almost no effort. So change the environment. Put the alarm far enough away that you actually have to get out of bed. Once you're standing, immediately give yourself a next action. Don't stand there thinking, should I go back to sleep? Your half awake brain is extremely persuasive. Instead, alarm off, lights on, water, bathroom, curtains open, move. The goal isn't to have an amazing morning yet. The goal is simply to remove the decision. And this brings us to another reason people fail at waking up early. Their morning has nothing waiting for them. They think about how easily people wake up for a flight, a vacation, a game, something they're excited about. Yet waking up early for being productive can feel like being summoned to court. So create a reason to get up. It doesn't need to be dramatic. Maybe you love coffee. Maybe you want 30 quiet minutes to read. Maybe you want to walk while the neighborhood is still quiet. Maybe you're building something, training for something, studying for something, working towards something that actually matters to you. Your morning shouldn't feel like punishment. Give your brain a small reward for showing up. Then protect the first part of your morning. This is where waking up early can actually become valuable. Don't wake up an hour earlier. Just spend that hour scrolling through everybody else's life. Use the quiet. Before messages, before notifications, before other people's priorities start arriving. Choose one meaningful thing. Exercise, study, write, build, plan, read, work. It doesn't need to be 5 different habits. One important thing completed before your normal day begins can change how the entire feels. Because now you're starting the day with progress instead of reaction. And there's one more thing you should expect. Some mornings are going to feel terrible. You will wake up tired. You'll miss an alarm. You'll stay up too late. You'll have weekends, travel, work, school, family, and real life interfering with your perfect routine. That's normal. The goal isn't to become someone who wakes up at exactly 5 a.m. every day for the rest of eternity. The goal is to become someone who can control their mornings instead of constantly losing them. And if you miss one morning, don't turn it into a personality diagnosis. You didn't prove that you're lazy. You didn't ruin your routine. You overslept. That's it. Return to the schedule the next day, because consistency doesn't mean never failing. It means returning quickly. So if you actually want to start waking up early, don't begin by buying a new alarm clock. Do this instead. Choose a realistic wake-up time. Figure out how much sleep you need. Work backward to create your bedtime. Move your schedule earlier instead of trying to completely transform it overnight. Keep your wake-up time reasonably consistent. Get light after waking. Make your evening darker and calmer. Put friction between you and the snooze button. And most importantly, know what you're waking up for. Because waking up early by itself won't make you successful. 5 a.m. isn't magical. 6 a.m. isn't magical. There isn't some secret hour where successful people receive information the rest of us aren't allowed to see. The advantage is simpler than that. Early mornings can give you something that's becoming increasingly rare. Uninterrupted time. Time before messages, before the noise, before everybody needs something. Time you can deliberately spend on becoming stronger, smarter, healthier, more skilled, or closer to whatever you're trying to build. So tomorrow morning, don't try to become a completely different person. Just get up when you said you would. Turn on the light, start moving, and use that first quiet piece of the day for something that matters. And then do it again. That's how waking up early stops becoming a fight and starts becoming part of who you are. If you liked today's episode, please like and subscribe to Better Kevo. Thank you.